compute the message. Hope you could read this message. And they sent this message from Tamil Nadu. This is the Bangalore number, Karnataka number, registered in Karnataka. And how on earth the person can send a message from Tamil Nadu? I have no relation with anyone in Tamil Nadu because I was working in Chennai. Then I went to my hometown that was located, at first you must understand one thing, I'm not going to reveal everything here because it is related to my personal information. I just want to tell you that this number is registered in Karnataka, here in Bangalore. Why the people are sending the messages from Tamil Nadu and why they are sending messages in WhatsApp from Tamil people, I don't know. If you are in my list related to me, if you are a friend, if you are a relative, if I know you, you can send a message. Otherwise, I don't have to bother about your messages. But this message is quite irritating because it is related to some message that is related to the parties in Tamil Nadu. Let me tell you very clearly, I have the clear data year-wise. And I already bet you 1,000 times. You stayed away, get into the court if you have any information, whatever it may be. Produce it in the court. But don't spread any false message. You are not here to do the same thing again. I won't let you to do it. You guys from Tamil Nadu, please make a note. Why are you here at first? Why do you want to be here in my life? What are you doing in my life? Why did you send a message as such? And you were threatening me while getting into the college also. I'm not related to any party. See, my husband town is close to, in fact that is the village close to Erode. I'm not going to reveal that place as well. When you are married, what are you going to say? Where are you from? What are you going to say? Let me ask you. I'm the wife of so and so means I'm going to talk about only his place. I'm not going to talk about my house. If you ask me again, is that the same place where you born or where you have studied, then I can give you the different answer. Otherwise, I am close to my husband. My husband is related to my name. Of course, surname is not changed after my marriage. But I'm telling you, how could you remove the family? How could you say that you are from some other place when you are married? It never happened. If you ask me where you from, it's none of your business at first. If you are so close to me, you have an idea about it. If you are not close to me, I don't have to tell you this is where I got married. This is the place I was born. I don't have to tell you. If you ask me where you from, then I'm going to talk about my husband's place. Why should I have to tell you about my birthplace? Then if you ask me, is that your birthplace also? Is that related to your birthplace? Then I can tell you, no, it's different. That's my husband's in-laws town. That's all I could say. If you know me personally, at first you don't pose this question. And if you ask me immediately, it's none of your business. And if at all, if you want me to give you the answer, I'll give you the answer that is related to my husband. As per the Hindu law, Pancha Bhutas are getting into the ceremony at the time of marriage. Pancha Bhutas. They say Agni, Vayu, Jal, then earth and sky. How it is getting incorporated? They are simply sending you the message as well. We are going to live with this only. They have to bless us, and we have to grow with the 5 elements. Why it is important? Because we are not separable out of these 5 elements. And for your information, you know about it, the water is poured when the parents are putting the hand of the bride on the groom's hand. They say Tarai Varthu Kuduttal. Tara Vakarthu. Tanni Uttu Tara Vakarthu. By pouring the water, when they are donating their daughter, they are pouring the water. Through the water, they are promising that we are donating our daughter. दानम, कनिका दानम, दान करते आपको, तो दान लेते हैं, उधर से दान लेते हैं, हम मतलब ब्राइड्स फैमिली दान देते हैं, दान लेने के टाइम पानी से देते हैं, और ये सेरेमनी होने के बाद ये फंक्शन पे एक एक तरीका है. हम दान देते पूरे के पूरे लाइफ. Parents used to say that you are going to take care of our daughter. It's in fact, it's the gift to you. You take care of everything. They are not, simply avoiding the responsibility, so that the daughter can stay over there and take or consider that family as her family, and she can thrive and be there after the marriage. If they treat her properly, it will be blissful. So you must understand one thing, that the 5 elements are there at the time of marriage. Why do I have to tell you? Because once you are gifted, they are saying Kannika Dan. Kannika Dan. दान देने के बाद सब कुछ ग्रूम्स फैमिली के साथ ही साथ चलता है ना? So the groom's family is going to take care of everything. So everything is related to groom's family. So when that's why the surname is also getting changed. उसके बाद पूरे ध्यान परवाह सब ख्याल सब कौन करता है? ग्रूम. So that's why they are changing the surname too. So if you ask me what is your native place, that is different. Where you from means, then I have to tell you only my husband's town. That is how everyone is going to give the answer. It's related to husband's house, family of so and so. That's the system here in India. So, as I told you, 5 elements are there. They are incorporating 5 elements beautifully at the time of marriage. Earth is considered as stone. Ammi meditte Arundhati paarthe. Arundhati is related to sky, the stars, the star couple. And they are, when the groom is putting the toe ring, when the bride is putting her feet on the stone, there the earth is connected, and then they plant a tree too, as a sapling. But that is not quite possible. So the ceremony is related to the twigs or branches. They simply tie those things up. That's it. So it's the beautiful South Indian marriage. And you must understand the information related to it. I'm not very much interested in many customs, those things, but yet this is how it is running. When you ask me where you from, then I will tell you Erode. I won't tell you the exact place. If you know the place, then you will ask a next question. Close by or in the main area, then I will ask you the next question. Are you from the same place? Then I will tell the different answer. See, no woman on this earth going to reveal everything to the stranger. Not even a single lady going to invite trouble by telling the truth to the strangers. So I would like to tell you that don't spread the false news. Then I'm here in Karnataka, my number is registered here. I don't have to tell you everything. If you are from the legal department, you must use your brain. How could you send the messages from other states? I mean from Tamilnadu. It's not related to, I'm not related to any other place other than my husband's town. But I know the general knowledge matters. Everywhere, if you talk about India or country-wise, I can tell you the information. This is growing here, that is growing there. The mining is happening here. The ore is imported to these countries. I can give you all the details because that is related to GK or general studies, current affairs. That doesn't mean that you can connect me with that place. If you talk about it, Gudre Mukunda, it is there in the textbooks. The iron ore is mined out of Gudremukh. I read that in my textbook when I was studying in primary school. At that time itself it was, the messages were loaded in geography, social science and all. And there are places countrywide very famous because it is related to the resources. When you talk about geography, it is there. Then I have studied geography when I was in Delhi. So when you talk about a human geography related to economical and related to geography of India, I'll tell you everything about the resources, about the GI tag related stuff. GI is geographical indicators. GI tag is given to one specific product or a particular craft related to one particular region. It's all related to GK. If I talk about the songs are there, even the songs, whether it is in Hindi or in some other language, it's going to talk about the place. This place is like this. You heard many songs talking about the beauty of the city or one particular location. And in Tamil there were so many songs related to Manaparai, related to Kangeyam. Cattle are famous in that place. Uttukali is famous for butter. So economically, geographically, these locations are very, very important. And that is related to general studies. And if you ask me about this state, I will tell you everything. One of the beautiful state having many resources, able to sustain very well all alone because of the features. It's not only related to the landscapes, it's related to the resources, diversity, and it's quite beautiful too. A very beautiful place with rich history. And it is quite evident when you roam around Karnataka, the sculptures, the temples are talking about the arts and crafts of that place. And also it is talking about the history. You see the richness everywhere. The soil is rich, fertile, related to Western Ghats, towards Western Ghats. You know about the rain catching area. Rain shadow regions also there. So rain catchment areas are quite rich and fertile. And the very aromatic coffee beans are growing in Chikmagalur, close to Sakaleshpur, Coorg, Chikmagalur. So when I was watching the ads when I was very young, they always say the beans are from Coorg. Very sweet red beans with the dews, morning dews. I was always wondering about it. So the aromatic beans are straight away from, it's all coming from Coorg. So it is there. You could see it, they talk about Mysore silk sarees, Belgaum cotton sarees, Mysore silk sarees, Bellary onions. They don't say simply onion. They say Bellary onions. They say cotton is growing. When you talk about Uttar Karnataka region, cotton growth is more. A cotton needs mixed weather. When you talk about the weather, I'll tell you the weather record for cotton growth. Because I have learned those things when I was studying for fashion technology, fashion and clothing technology. So Belgaum is famous for cotton sarees. Nowadays it is called as Belagavi. So likewise Gudremukh is famous for iron ore. And you know about the places related to coffee beans, areca nut, and of course all sort of spices. Because the Western Ghats are providing the good weather to grow all these things. So the spices, areca nut, coffee beans, and when you talk about the rice varieties, all those things are close to Kaveri Basin. So what is not there? It's quite rich. Everything is here. And when you talk about the history, very rich. The temples are evident. It's having so intricate carvings, so beautiful. I have seen very few temples, but I could say that they did an amazing job. When you just look at one sculpture, it will take a long time, for sure. You see the carvings, each and every detail is speaking about the sculpting skills, and how artistic they were, and it's all talking about the culture, religion, and the kingdoms. And everyone knows about the places, the famous places. Mysore is famous for Dasra. They say Dashera. In Tamil, many places they say Dasara. The procession is very famous. I didn't see it, I didn't get the chance. After spending 16 years close to that beautiful city and see and watch those things. But it's not only here in this state textbooks, it's there everywhere. When you talk about the resources, culture, or kingdoms. And the history is going to say everything. And the resources are related to geography, landscapes and resources. It will be there in the textbooks, NCERT, as well as in state level, state-wise everywhere, common resources related information will be there. So everything is getting produced: rice, cotton, spices, coffee beans, cash crops. They say many things are related to cash crops. Vanilla beans are growing. That is included the spices, of course, almost close to spices. Cardamoms. So everything is growing. It's fertile, rich. Landscape wise it is beautiful. Culture wise it is rich. It's all there. Can you see? This is one of the most beautiful state in India. Everything is there. Beautiful rivers. The landscape is very ideal for all all types of tourists, as well as culture related things are more. State-wise, district-wise, there are so many things, quite rich, and it's a boon to be here in Bangalore. So versatile, and the language is beautiful. People are quite welcoming, and they are very sweet indeed. What else we want? When you are getting into another state, it's not quite easy to be accustomed with the culture, with the practices, with the language. That happen, it will happen naturally. But nowadays we use all the languages, and it's close to many big cities. So you could hear all the languages as well. So diversity is more, and the unity is also there. So there is nothing else. If you ask me, I'm a proud Bangalorean, happy to be here. Have spent 16 years. And there is nothing else. As a Bangalorean, I'm here to make it better, because it is losing its value day by day because of the population. The places are shrinking, quite congested, getting congested. I just don't want to see it as Mumbai. I've been to Mumbai only once. Too congested, too populated, having the fast pace. See, I can tell you one thing, that if you are planning for expanding the city, or how the city is going to getting squeezed to accommodate more population, I'll tell you very simple thing to control that as well as plan for it. It's very easy. Which place or the target is very simple. The spaces, whatever is not occupied, whatever is not claimed by the private uh, agency or by anyone, those places will be consumed and the encroachment will be there at first. Only the government is able to regulate those things. So the places, when you talk about the places, I could say that, from Kundalali Gate, when you talk about the places, all three directions, the junction is named as Kundalali Gate. All four roads are getting diverged into different directions. And I saw the change. I didn't even expect that when my spouse was talking about it, I don't like it. It's getting congested. It's not at all easy for us to breathe in that place. I didn't even make a note of it. When I saw those things with my own eyes, I couldn't believe it. I mean, the expansion happened. The encroachment is more. There was one hypermarket was there, named as Hyper City. It was the beautiful place with the things having rich in quality. And also they planned it very well. More than the Walmart or some hi-fi store in US. It was too good. I don't know what happened or how it was losing the business, what happened, and all. I have no idea about it. But they were doing great. But when I was there, it was again, the business itself was, shrinking. Expanded at first. The whole ground floor was there. And top floor only crossword and home stop or something was there. I'm not very sure about it, but crossword was there. Then the home stop came. Then half of the space was occupied by home stop. Then they changed everything, it was shrinking at that time. When you talk about the period 2017, but it was there, it was so beautiful. When they opened it, I became the member. That happened before my marriage. I got the card, became a member. I still have few products. Their clothing brands are very different. Most of them labeled as City Life. You must understand that. City Life. Something related to Riverside, IVY related to IVRE, that particular brand is also related to Hypercity. IV, home. They had everything related to sports, related to home furnishing. And when you talk about the ground floor, exceptional products were there. Exotic vegetables, fruits, and everything was available. Everything was there. about the cheeses, about there is a separate places for the wines and separate places. I mean, the stalls were there. It was the huge hypermarket. I could say that I have seen many markets like uh, hypercity. They say it as hypermarket, but this one was having the exceptional standard. But to my surprise, it was closed. And the place was quite congested. All the spaces occupied by trees, and there were places, empty places were there. So all occupied, the encroachment is more. Till Kundalali I could see that. So whenever the city is getting expanded, the first target is related to trees. Second target is related to the free spaces that is not claimed by anyone. Then that is related to, if the government is also not claiming, then that will be occupied by someone. That is called as encroachment. So we need to identify these places. The surveyor or the city planning, everywhere the metropolitan cities are having that development corporation. So the ideas related to city expansion or how they are going to manage the population can be planned in prior, because these places will be targeted by the groups. All the hawkers and the small cheap stalls will be there. I saw that from Kundalali gate to till Graphite India. Horrible. It's an eyesore. So you must understand that these places will be occupied frequently. I don't know who is giving the permission to cut down the trees. Who is giving because if you are going to expand the city, the first thing is related to cutting the trees. And the spaces close to it will be gone. So it is inevitable. When it is squeezing itself and trying to accommodate more people, then this is what going to happen. So we can plan it very well in prior. We have the maps related to those places. Whatever is occupied will be there. Whatever is not occupied will be there. So how you are going to expand it? How you are going to control the encroachment? Who is going to monitor those things? It's all there. Because I have learned so many things out of public administration. Again, that happened in Delhi. The coaching was provided by the great Bhavani Shankar sir, NIAS Academy. So I learned all these city expansion related governance. So this is how they are going to expand it. All the things will be expanded by cutting down the trees, by occupying the space close to it. And there will be some space that will be occupied by the people, like hawkers and the slum dwellers, like people will occupy those places. I mean, slum dwellers. But here they are not going to stay over there. But they will make it as, a very nasty slum type shops. It should be avoidable. It's killing the beauty of the city as well as, it's against the law at first. And they have no rights. So, this is what I would like to tell you. I'm a proud Bangalorean. I'm here to help everyone out. At first, I'm trying to help myself because I'm staying alone right now. So, there are things to be considered. But I'm simply wondering about the messages from other states, from Tamil Nadu. I have no connection with anyone over there except few my family and my families, my fathers, my in-laws. A few relatives are there. Other than that, there is no connection with the state called as Tamil Nadu. Every year, the data is getting stored in your phone at first. And this is the phone number registered here in Karnataka. Whatever I do have, that number is registered in Karnataka. In fact, there are so many legal information is there. Don't mess with me, please. If you are from Tamil Nadu, please stay away. Keep your politics in the boundary, in your state's boundary itself. This is not the place for you. And I'm not related to anyone over there. And if I get any message, I will definitely, I already take the SIM out of it because of the nasty messages, many voice mails having no sense at all. To call me up, you don't have to bother about anything. If someone is not picking it up, then wait for 30 minutes. Make a call again. No issue. We don't have to rush or wait for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's not having the mood, send a voicemail like that and all. I didn't send those things. I don't want any sort of nonsense just because carrying the Apple iPhone. I don't want to invite any trouble. If you are going to send any message from Tamil Nadu, I will go to the police the very next minute. I'll file the case against the number, against the contact at first. Stop your bullshit. I told you to step into the court, otherwise get back to your place. This is getting out of my hands and no one is going to understand it, but I told you about it. It's all related to the messages. I don't know who is doing it. I am alone. You are targeting me. I'm going to make a complaint. I'm going to call police. Stay away from my life.